welcome back to Mass Gaming Session. Now, have I got something special to show you? No, I'm not talking about my knob. You've probably guessed already from the thumbnail what this is, but I wanted to give the full collector's sort of experience here, because I've had the parcel arrive via Every, and I'm glad the sellers actually bothered to pack it well, because apart from this lid bit here which I've undone, the front here was all smashed open, and that when the parcel's left for me on the doorstep. But I have had a quick look inside, and it doesn't look like it's impacted the box of the console itself, thankfully. But I haven't actually opened the box yet or had a look at this. This is the first opening. The Jaguar itself is it's an opened but new and unused, so it's where somebody's basically kept one. It's been opened, perhaps tested once then or something along those lines. I mean, it was sold as new other. But in any case, I'm quite pleased with it because of the price I got it for. I actually set a budget for a boxed Jaguar at £300 total, meaning I didn't want to spend more than that on delivery, buyer's fees from the various platforms, anything like that. I wanted 300 quid total, and that was it, because a Jaguar was sort of something I've been after for quite a while now. I've owned 2, maybe 3 Jag consoles in the past, but they were loose and back when you could pick them up for a tenner. So I've actually played quite a lot of Jag games. I think I gave Alien vs Predator, what was the other one? There's a couple of games, they're quite rare, again unboxed, but it just shows how crazy things have gone, because Once Upon a Time wasn't even that long ago. I mean, well, I say it wasn't that long ago, it's probably about 20 plus years ago now, but got the consoles for like a tenner, probably sold it for the same on a boot sale or something, and it was just something to have a laugh with. And now the nostalgia sort of kicked in. I remember seeing the posters for the Atari Jaguar advertised at places like John Menzies, or is it John Menzies, however it's pronounced, certain other places. But being a Atari ST fan, I do remember the Jaguar. I remember sort of wanting one, but knowing it was a little bit out of reach. And of course that was just before the PlayStation, in terms of my memories anyway, it's before the PlayStation was sort of announced, and I knew of its arrival. And because I just started working part-time young person pre-college job and that sort of thing, I knew that the PlayStation was going to be in my grasp if I sort of worked hard and saved hard for it. But the Jaguar was already done and dusted by the time I got to that point. So I did, like I say, I picked up some loose consoles later at boot sales. But anyway, without me jabbering on too much, I'll get to opening this. So yeah, it's lucky he's put this impact foam in there, because it has taken an impact. There's more of this. It was actually all through the front, but it's sort of course all fallen out as I've lifted the box in. All I did was just cut the tape off this edge. Aha! What's this? I weren't expecting this. Is that an old catalogue, or it feels quite new and shiny? Oh, it's a Kickstarter thing. It's something quite modern. The magazine for the casual Commodore 64 user. Alright, okay. Putting a Commodore thing in with Atari, I don't know. Drop zone, I got Super Drop Zone. It's TE86. Oh, cool. That's a nice little addition the seller's popped in there for me. Now, these couple of things I was expecting. So it's a very good condition. Is this modern or contemporary to when it came out? 16... Oh, it's dollars, so... No, look, copyright 1995. It's fairly contemporary. It's a neat condition. Look, it doesn't even look like there's no folds or anything, so nice. Don't know if it's worth anything, I didn't even look into it, but it's something I could use if I'm playing any of these. Chances are I won't be collecting the original games. I'm going to be getting a Retro HQ, because I don't really like cartridge systems, to be honest. And the games now, you can obviously download the ROMs. It does come with Cybermorph. Cybermorph is the pack-in game, so at least I will have that to play until I get the Retro HQ thing. But for those who don't know what that is, it's basically somebody's made a cartridge. I think it's still called hardware emulation, because it's the ROMs are as they were on the data chips on a cartridge, but you can download the ROMs or ISOs, whatever they're called, onto an SD card, micro SD, clip that in the top of the cartridge, and then run that directly into the Jaguar. So you are actually running original hardware through an adapted cartridge, which can basically have custom ROMs or ISOs, again whatever they're called, on there. So the beauty is because the JAAAG CD, all that was a greater amount of storage, unlike the Sega Mega CD or Sega CD, I think it's called in America. There's no extra chips in there to make it display more colours or at a faster rate or anything like that. So it can run all the JAAAG CD games and cartridge games. So no question, I want to get that. So I've got basically all of the games library at my fingertips. I knew this was included in the package, but a lot of people I don't think really picked up on it when they were bidding. But it's a RF just switcher basically, so you don't have to keep pulling your aerial lead in and out. So just automatically puts it on. So when you switch your console on, it automatically shows the signal for the console on your TV. But yeah, that's a nice little collectible on its own, and that you see things like that for the Philips CDI and other stuff, and people, whether it sells that or not, but people like try and ask £100 for them, and that just because it's a rare item and that, and a nice display piece. Anyway, onto the console itself. Yes, so yeah, well, yeah, I knew about this. There's a little bit of a crease here, of course. I don't know, they always look different in the photos, don't they? Because of the light showing up certain areas of it's not really damage, is it? But imperfections. Then you can just see in the box there's a little one there I didn't know about, but it's not too bad. Most of these boxes are absolutely falling to bits and that by now. A little bit on there, but this is pretty good. I mean, considering it's probably just been stored out with this out as the bare box, I mustn't grumble at all there. Oh, like a prat, I was on about the price originally. Was my maximum budget for a used box Jaguar console was £300 total. But when I saw this come up on eBay, I did actually make an offer on a guy. It was collection only, so it would have been a 3 to 4 hour round trip to collect it. And he had a brand new Jaguar. Again, it was boxed, only opened to test it when he first bought it, make sure it was complete. He's put it away, hasn't touched it since, until he went to sell it again for this particular listing. Fired it up to just test that it was working, showed it working. He had a box copy of Doom and that horrible motocross game that people take the mick out of on Jaguar. It's really awful, but I forgot the title of it. And yeah, the Doom was new and sealed. The motocross game he took out to test the system with, and could have just used the Cybermorph. I don't know where he opened it, but anyway, and that's the only time he used it. I actually offered him £500 for that to go and collect. He was asking like £600 plus for it. We were going backwards and forwards with some offers. My final offer was £500. He didn't take it, and of course I didn't have to go and pick it up. The sale never went through. Whereas this one come up, it's newish then, and it was for bids. And of course I had offered £500 before, so I was willing to pay a lot more than this finally ended up as, which was £316 with the bids. It was a tenner delivery, and then whatever the buyer protection fee was on top of that. But I think it's under £330. So I mean, I'm really chuffed with this. Well, so I say. Let's take a look at it first. So even a lot of the mint condition Jaguars, the cardboard tray thing, and that usually degrades just over time. The weight of the power adapter pushes a hole in the bottom of it, so I'm not expecting that to be mint condition. You can actually get an upgraded one now. This company called Console Boxes. I bought a 3DO replica box off of those reproduction box for them. They do a much nicer cardboard tray. Saying that, this one looks pretty good. Don't want to drag that one around too much. Moving in the right way. Yeah, this is the Cybermorph manual. It's a game I have played before, but not for long, and didn't complete it. Didn't particularly like it, but I might do now. Yeah. Oops. I dropped as an addendum for it. The UK Jaguar comes packed with an RF cable instead of an RF switch box. Ah, but this does actually come with an RF switch box separately, so... okay, well, at least we know it's a UK model, European Distribution Centre. The boxes as well, you notice up here it's got Atari made in the USA. A lot of the UK ones had this big sticker just to show it was a UK model, because the UK actually had a bit of a shortage of them, and of course a lot of shops used to import them, and the boxes differed with the American ones because you had a sideways Atari logo with the stars and stripes. So yeah, this is a proper UK release at least. Yep. And of course we have... did I save the tape? That's a shame to open it, isn't it? I just had to use some scissors on that, but I'll try and keep it as together as possible. Oh, these are thinner than I remember. It's like the loose cartridge games we had back in the day. Obviously all this went missing. Yeah, that is absolutely... it's got some bubbles in there, but that could be expected on a new one. Yeah, we do have a little bit of breakage on the box, as expected, but it's nowhere near as bad as what I've usually seen. So it's an official controller. Apparently people who used the, even if it was the same output, a non-Atari one, they ran into troubles and blew the console up somehow. I'm not sure why it would make a difference, but yeah, of course that's original. Oh, it does have the RF lead. Oh, I remember this. Oh, clickier than I remember. Yeah. Oh, strange. You know, I thought these worked with like Atari STs and such like, but do they? Is it just missing some pins? I can't remember. No, it's a 9 pin on the. Yeah, I could have sworn somebody'd used one on a Atari ST before. It's obviously only one button would work, but oops. I'm sure it's had worse than that in transit. And yeah, there's no dust. No, there's a little line there. I don't know if that's part of the casting or moulding, whatever you call it. Yeah, so far so good. It's looking new as described. So. It does go that way up then. Made from 100% recycled fibre. Wow, from 1994 then, that's... yeah, they don't update codes on it, so that says 91, but... Yep, if you make stuff out of recycled rubbish, then it's going to fall apart. So of course I do need to tune the telly in. The pads and the RF lead and everything, the power supply, the original twist sticks on them were, well, they look new, so I don't even think this has ever been played before. I've looked at so many, and the ones that were still sold as new condition, like I say, have been tested once or twice just to make sure that they do work before selling it, but so I've just made the assumption that that was the case for this one. However, looking at how it's all packaged together and the condition of it, I don't think this has ever been played before. So I've got to figure out how to tune in the TV, so I haven't done it for a while. So I do have a SCART lead on order, but that hasn't arrived yet. I was just too eager to get this. It's literally arrived an hour or so ago. How do I tune? Again, it took a few attempts to start this up. I had the red screen of death a couple of times, so I just banged the cartridge in and out a few times. So that means we have to put up with the "Where did you learn to fly, lady?" Good luck.
Good luck. Well done.
Thank you. Follow the radar.
Good work. Good work.
Cool, look at the draw distance.
Well done.
Oh well, he got away.
Good work.
Oh.
Well done. Well done. Well done.
Take it I'm just supposed to shoot anything that moves. Got him. God's sake. Can't hit a barn door with this thing. He's just driven into the mountain. There's no actual in-game music. I think that's quite common on a lot of A lot of JAAAG games.
Well
What
done.
am I trying to shoot the pods?
Portal now open.
What portal now open? Whoa! Oops. I didn't hear where did you learn to fly once? Not that I was going quick anyway.
Good luck. Well done.
Damn it.
Well done. Well done. Where did you learn to fly?
Now there we go. Fuck.
Good work. Well done.
Bastards.
Well done.
Well, I'm getting pretty good at this.
Good luck.
Shit.
Well done.
Mm.
Well done.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Well done.
Well, don't mess with me. I'm now a Cybermorph flying ace. Where's the other guy?
Well done.
Oh, there he is. Have it.
Well done.
Yeah, this is cool.
Well done.
Noise coming from?
Well done.
Ah. Why have I lost my double gun thing? I'm supposed to destroy that. Hey. Oops. Pressing the wrong button.
Well done.
Hope I'm not judged on accuracy here.
Good work. Well done. Well done.
Which one's my shield? So, where'd he go? Did I get him or did he get me? Hey! Which one's my route on the radar? Oh, let's go this way. I think I'm following the... oh no. Led me to a tree stump. Hey, there he is. Hang on, it says pods remaining free at the bottom. need it.
Good work.
God's sake. I'll get some pods in a minute, I just don't want these guys sneaking up on me.
Well done. Well done.
Bastard. Hey!
Good work. Good work.
See that? One of those drones run off with my pod. Oh.
Well done.
A little bit of slowdown with all these enemies on screen. It's an ambush.
Well done.
Oh, thanks, it was a fluke.
Well done.
I'll just nick your pods after freeing them. Mine.
Well done.
Wish how many of them are there? Yeah. Ah. Getting surrounded here.
Well done.
I'm just firing enough shots and hoping to hit something. Another one ran off with my pod. Me, you bastard.
Well done.
Oh, another one. Slow it down. Oh, hey, give me my pod. Cheeky bugger, look at that. Oh, I must admit my hands, well, wrists and that are getting a bit sore on this controller. It's not quite as ergonomic as, well, it doesn't look ergonomic, but sometimes these quirky shaped pads, sometimes they can be quite comfortable, but not in the case of the Jaguar, I'm afraid. I don't think I've ever played one long enough to actually notice, so... What's my yellow thing gone? Oh, they're strepsils.
Well done.
We need to win a war by collecting giant strepsils.
Good work. Portal now open.
Aha. Do I get any extras for blowing everyone up? There you go. We're going to get blown up here, aren't we? Where's my portal? Oh, gonna have to sit down, I'm an old man. Oh.
Good luck. Well done. Good work.
They shoot at me or not? Yep.
Good work.
20 to go. Where's that land train thing, whatever it was?
Good work.
Ooh. you bugger.
Ouch.
Nearly out of shield. Please be a shield. Nope. Rapid fire. Rapid fire fires 2 shots. Shit. Where'd he go? Is there another one around here? Looking for that. Good work, I crashed. Ah. Well, I got a lot further than I thought I would. I'm putting a high score in because it's got no system memory as far as I know. Oh yeah, high scores. Something I've never bothered with, even when they were a popular thing. Well, at least we got there in the end, and yeah, got quite a way through the game there. Must have been halfway through the planets or moons, whatever they're supposed to be. But with a bit of practice and that, I could probably do a full playthrough of this some point soon. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching.